at the moment, I do something called life branding. And life branding means that what I'm trying to say is that life in itself is an ecosystem. A lot of time we don't understand that life is an ecosystem. We think life is in segments. So we kind of think of life as our financial life, our spiritual life, our emotional life, our work life. So we have all this, we think of it as different rooms arranged in a row. But life is not like that. Life is it's an ecosystem. You know what an ecosystem means? There was a time my daughter told me, Daddy, why do we need mosquito self? Why did God create mosquitoes? Why doesn't he just kill all the mosquitoes in the world? I said, well, I told her something. I said, you know what will happen? If all the mosquitoes in the world died, all the people in the world will die eventually. I said, how now? That we don't eat mosquitoes. I said, we don't eat mosquitoes. But something, because an ecosystem, the death of all mosquitoes will throw off something that throws off something that throws us off. You understand? So life is an ecosystem. Everything is valuable. From cockroaches itself. People hate cockroaches. I hate cockroaches. They seem like they don't have any use. But they are so valuable. If you kill all cockroaches, all human beings will die. You understand? So everything has to be stable in an ecosystem. And now I do life branding, where a lot of times people that follow me on Twitter see that I post a lot of things, not design based, but things that will make people think and adjust their lives. Because you can't be a good business person if you're having a problem with in your relationships. You can't be a good business person if you're having a problem in your health. You understand? You can't be a good business person if you're having a problem with your parents. You're not having a good relationship with your father or your mother and stuff like that. All these things are important in business life. So, from what you're saying, how do you balance? How do you balance everything that you're not juggling? Because when you have life in containers, you start to juggle. Then you get stressed because you're running from one container. You run from emotional to spiritual to this. Say, okay, you know what? I have to pray 2 hours. Then I have to talk to my boyfriend or my girlfriend for 2 hours. Then I have to watch Manchester United for 2 hours. Before you know it, the whole day has gone and you're tired. See, the truth of the matter is, and what I did, what I've been doing that allows me to find balance is I don't thrive for balance. I don't thrive for balance. I don't try to go out to balance saying, okay, every day I must spend 2 hours with my kids and 4 hours with my wife and 3 hours doing design. No, that just stresses us out the most. If you want to find balance, do, and this is where spirituality comes into it. You see, you must do what you feel or what you know that God is asking you to do. I'm telling you, per time. And that's why it's important to know whatever religion you're doing, you must have a relationship with God. If you don't, you'll be juggling and you'll be stressed. You must know what your God is demanding of you. When you do what God is demanding of you per time, you know what will happen. He will make every single time or every other time you dedicate to something valuable. Now, I'll give you this example that might make this whole thing sound less theoretical and more practical. You see, for me, I strongly believe, I strongly believe that God is asking me to talk to young designers, young business people, and to guide them, make content for them, audio content, video content that will guide them and write stuff that will direct them and give them hope. So I prioritize that in my life. In fact, apart from dropping my kids in school first thing in the morning, before I do any other thing, I make content, whether audio content or reading content. That's the first thing I do. That's the first thing because that's my assignment. You understand? That's my spiritual assignment. And once I do that, do you know what happens? I have a burst of energy. I have a burst of energy that when I go into the house, I'm able to help my wife. I ask my wife, what do you want me to do? I'm like, oh, can you help me with this? Can you? And I help her with anything she wants to do. I see because I'm so happy that I fulfilled that thing that I feel like if my creator made me for, I now have like energy to do other things that feel like if they are by the side. And because I'm a fulfilled person, because I've done what my creator made me for, I feel fulfilled. I am not stressed. So every relationship and every conversation I have is not stressed. I don't fight with my wife. I'm understanding. We talk because I feel fulfilled. When my kids come, they're like all over the place, super energy. I don't lose my mind most of the time. I'm talking with them. They enjoy the time with me because I'm not conflicted. But you see what makes us in balance is when we put off that thing that the creator made us for and we start focusing on those things that we feel other people require of us. You see, whenever you put off what the Creator made you for, no matter how many things you achieve during the day, you always feel conflicted and incomplete. Then you become annoyed and irritated because you're like, ah man, I've not achieved anything today. But in actual fact, you've done things, but you've not achieved the thing. You've achieved something, but you've not achieved the thing. So every time, what we must do to find balance in our life, when we can balance our emotional, spiritual, and all those things, is when you achieve the thing. Put that thing first. Do it. Then you realize that the energy you get from achieving the thing, you put it into doing other things. And because you've achieved the thing, your mind is present in doing other things. You are not a conflicted person. You're a happy, fulfilled person. So when you talk, your conversations are hopeful, your conversations are encouraging, your conversations are patient. Do you understand? That is that is how you can get balance. So balance can only come from when you know what you're made for. You know what your assignment is, what your main assignment for the day is. For me, it's content. For me, it's speaking. So I'm doing this thing now, speaking to you. You understand? I've spent time away from my family. But when I go back inside, you see, I'll go back inside happy, fulfilled. Like even if I spend 5 minutes with them, it will be 5 quality minutes that will feel to them like 5 hours. You understand what I'm saying? So that is how you get balance in your life. Balance is a very spiritual thing. You don't get balance by juggling. You get stressed by juggling. You get balance by focusing on the important thing. When you do the important thing, then you know what balance comes to the other things. So it's a spiritual equation. You understand? But that's what it takes. You must know what your creator, what God made you for, and do that thing. Prioritize that thing. Prioritize that thing as much as possible. But a lot of people are not prioritizing what God made them for. People are not even doing it at all. You understand? They're not doing it at all. Those are the most frustrated people. And that's why you meet some people. They are doing jobs, they're earning a lot of money. Some of them 900 a month. And this person is still unhappy. They're like, me that I'm earning 50K a month, I'm unhappy. This person just always seems angry, edgy, not happy. Like, because in that job, they're not even fulfilling what the creator made them for. But you that are earning 50K and you realize that what God made you for, you realize that you are the one that will even be borrowing that 500 person. You'll be borrowing the person money at the end of the month. That 900K person a month, they'll finish the money. They don't know how because their life is just out of whack. You understand? But you, because even in the small salary, you feel like if you are fulfilling purpose. You see what? Everything just balances. Even your spending will balance out. Like people don't say, what this guy, this girl, she's earning just 30K now. How come I'm not the one going to her to go and ask for money and I'm earning 500K? That's how it happens. You understand? That person is doing what God made them for. So God stretches out time for them, stretches out resources for them. He makes everything work miraculously for them. You understand? So those are my thoughts. But it's a spiritual thing. And that why I tell people, if you don't believe in spirituality, you are going to be frustrated in life. There's no way. Those are people I pity the most. People that don't believe that there's any form of spirituality. I would prefer when people believe in dark spirituality than people that believe in no spirituality. You understand? But there is spirituality, and you must be spiritually aligned to find any form of balance in life.